Hello everyone, welcome to Erudite Academy online German training. Today I will teach you how to conjugate the verbs. The verbs in German are very easy because they follow a specific conjugation rule. To conjugate the verbs, first we need to know what the personal pronouns are, because with the personal pronouns we have to change the conjugations of the verbs. So here we go with the personal pronoun first. In German we call the personal pronouns as Personalpronomen. So the first is ich, du in the informal form, that is you. Er means he, es means it, sie means she, wir is we, ihr is you all, that is the plural form, and sie is they, and the last z which you see the S capital is z, which means you in the formal form. With this, I will tell you what the basic things you should know about the verbs. The verbs in German all end with en. There are some exceptions. For example, we have the word kommen. Kommen means to come. You see, the verb is ending with en. All verbs are supposed to be written in small letters. Until and unless you are framing a question with the verb, you are going to write the verb in the small letters only. Then we have that the second point says we omit the en from the verb, we get the word stem, which we also call as verb stem, or in German it is called as Wortstamm. In German it is called as Wortstamm. Then whenever we never make any changes for the we and zz form. For the we and z form, we never change the verb. We keep the verb as it is, that is in its infinitive form. Now let's go to the conjugation rules of the verbs according to the pronouns, or say according to the subjects. As I mentioned in this earlier point, that we have to omit the en from the verb to get the word stem or the word stamm. So here, kommen, the word kommen means to come. If I omit the en from the verb, then the verb which I get, or the remaining thing of that verb, is komm. Omitting the en, I get komm. Just for example, I have written two more verbs, which is gehen, G-E-H-E-N. Again the H will be silent over here. So gehen. And then when I omit en from that, the G-E-H will be called as my word stem or Wortstamm. Then one more example, which is spielen. Spielen. Spielen means to play. Again, I have to omit the en from there, which gives me the word as spiel. That would be my word stem or Wortstamm. Now, the rule says that when I am conjugating a verb for the ish form, ish is I, as you see there. Ish is I. So conjugating this verb will be writing the word stem and adding the extra e to it, which becomes komm, com, which is my word stem over here, and I'm just adding e to it, which shows that this is the conjugation for ish form, and that is pronounced as komme. Ish, komme. Then we have the word do form. We are going to conjugate it as komm. Komm plus st, which is kommst. Du kommst. You come. Now as we see here mentioned that it is the informal you. So this is you come in the informal form. Then, as in English, we have the same conjugations for he, she and it. The same thing we will be following in German as well, and in German the RSZ forms have the same conjugation always, and that is writing the word stem plus T, which becomes KOMMT, kommt. KOMM is my word stem. I am just adding the ending T to show that this is the conjugation for the RSZ form. Then as I said, or as I mentioned in the last point over here, that for the wir and ZZ forms, I will be writing my verb as it is. That means whichever verb I learn in German will always have the same part or same word, the infinitive form for the wir and ZZ forms. So if you are learning a verb in German, that means you are already learning the conjugations for the wir, that is V form, and ihr, that and ZZ, that is they and you in the formal forms. Then we come to the ihr. Ihr means you all. Ihr means you all. And the word stem plus T, same as we have done for the RSZ forms, we are going to conjugate the following ihr form in the same way, just putting the T at the end of the word stem or the word Wortstamm. So again my conjugations look similar for these two forms. But kindly make sure, even if they are similar, the conjugations look similar over here, you are never ever going to write the personal pronomen together. That means the RSZ form and the ihr form cannot be written together only because you see the conjugations similar. So my conjugations according to this rule would be ich, du kommst, RSZ kommt, wir kommen. Never pronounce the R in that wir, W-I-R. The R is silent, so it is wir kommen. Ihr, again IHR, but IH is supposed to be pronounced and R is silent, so it's ihr. So ihr kommt. Z and Z, this both, that is the they form and the Z form, can be written together putting a slash because they have the same conjugation, which is writing the infinitive or the original form of the verb as it is. And this is for any verb you learn in German. And then many of you will have a problem knowing whether it is Z, which means she, or whether it is Z, that is they, or the Z capital, which is you. For this you form, it becomes very easy to understand that this is the formal or say the respectful form of you, because you see the S written in capital. But then for this Z, that is they, and the Z, which is she, you will see the changes in the conjugations, which will actually help you to know whether it is the Z form, that is you, or whether it is the Z form they and Z form as she. I hope these conjugations rule are clear with you. There are many more rules to come in future, but this was the conjugation for the weak verbs. If you just learn the personal pronomen, that is the personal pronouns, correctly in an order, you also can learn the conjugation rules and follow the conjugation rules for the weak verbs which you learn in German. If you have liked my video, kindly like and subscribe. Thank you.